Welcome back, children. Let's find next. What is this? Mode. We need to find out is mode. This time again by using formula is what we are solving this. So first, again, this is again for group data. Let me tell you, this is again for grouped data. So in our class 10th, what we do is we don't go for ungrouped data, we go for group data. Now, what is the question first? Then I make you understand what is the formula. Electricity used by some families is shown in the following table. Find the mode for use of electricity. So electricity, use of electricity in units is given to us. 0 to 20, number of families 13. 20 to 40, number of families 50. 40 to 60, 70. So on and so forth, 60 to 80, 100. 80 to 180 and 100 to 120 is 17. The most important thing is the number of columns which we need to make. Like median, in mode also, if the classes aren't continuous, make the classes continuous. Right? If the classes aren't continuous, make the classes continuous. I have told you all these things, and how to make classes continuous is what I have shown you in the previous slide. So refresh your concepts, go back to that particular slide where I have shown you frequency distribution table, continuous classes, true lower limits, true upper limits, everything is being told to you. Other than that, if the classes are continuous, we don't need any extra column. First is the class interval which they give and the frequency. So we don't need any extra column from our side, 2 columns. So if the classes are not continuous, then 3 columns. Other than that, only 2 columns. To start off with our question, we need to find out mode. So we have the formula, mode is equals to L plus F1 minus FO, that is F0 I should say, L plus F1 minus F0 upon twice F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now we have list of things, what all these terms means. Very first thing is model class. What class is termed as a model class? Class having maximum frequency is termed as model class. What is model class? Class having maximum frequency is termed as model class. L, lower limit of the model class. L, lower limit of the model class. Having found out model class, we can proceed with L. F1, frequency of the model class. F0, frequency of the class preceding the model class. F2, frequency of the class succeeding the model class. H, width of the class. So don't you think so that this one and this one all depend on the model class? That's the reason we have written model class. What is model class? So let's start with our answer. Model class, class having maximum frequency. Which according to you is the maximum frequency? 100, right? So this becomes my model class. I'm writing MC, model class. This becomes my model class. Class having highest frequency, maximum frequency. L, lower limit of the model class. Can I say this is L? Lower limit of the model class. L. F1, frequency of the model class. So this is nothing but frequency of model class. Let me say this is F1. F0, frequency of the class preceding the model class. F0, this is F0. F2, frequency of the class succeeding the model class. This being model class, frequency of the class. This is my F2. Width of the class, difference between the lower limit and the upper limit. Answer is 20. So let's jot down everything over here. Model class. So according to us, the model class is 60 to 80. 60 to 80. L, lower limit, which is 60. Frequency, F1, which is 100. F0, which is 70. F2, which is 80. And finally, width of the model class, 20. Formula we just need to substitute it. We just need to substitute, children. Nothing other than that. So what is mode? Mode is nothing but L plus F1 minus F0 upon twice F1 minus F0 minus F2 whole into H. Let's substitute the value. L, lower limit of the model class, which is 60. Lower limit of the model class, which is 60. Plus F1, frequency of the model class, 100. Minus F0, 70. Upon twice F1, 100. twice f1. f1 is 100. Minus f0. How much is f0? 70. Minus f2. How much is f2? 80. Parenthesis close. Into h. h is nothing but 20. So 60 plus, how much is this now? 100 minus 70, 30, upon 200 minus 70 minus 80 into 20, 60 plus 30 upon 200 minus 150, 200 minus 70, 130, 130 minus 80, 50. 50 into 20, 60 plus 30 into 20 by 50. Right? Can I cancel this? 32s are 60 by 5. 60 by 5, which is 12. 60 plus 12, answer is 72. So what is the value of mode? What is the value of mode? The value of mode is 72. What is the value of mode? The value of mode is 72. A quick refresh. What we need to do? There is no extra column if the classes are continuous. If the classes are not continuous, the very first thing is what you are supposed to do? Make the classes continuous. The very first thing is what we are supposed to do is make the classes continuous. If that is done, then we need to find out what is f1, f0, f2, L. We need to find out model class f0, f1, f2, lower limit, apply the formula. Get the answer. Mode is equals to L plus f1 minus f0 upon twice f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Substitute the value to get the answer. Very simple, children.